G'day all, welcome back again to Dad vs Son and our playthrough of Fighting Formations, Großdeutschland Infantry Division, and we've done the setup for Scenario 4. And what I just want to go through before we start is the actual setup and my reasons for why I've done what I've done. So the Ruskies had to set up first with their rifle battalion, and this is what I've done. So remembering that they had 25 sighting markers with 4 hidden units, 4 false sightings, 5 wire and 12 mines. And what I've done is, and I could set up to column 20 here. So I've gone all out and basically set them out like effectively a minefield. My reasoning for that is to slow the German forces down as they advance up towards predominantly this area here, which has got 3 of the VP hexes. Now, with the hidden units, I've actually put 2 hidden units down, and the other 2 I'm basically using as, if they roll up as hidden units C or D, then they're just a false sighting marker, and that's that. So that is the whole idea, is to try and just slow them down and stuff like that. I've put a rifle platoon in an entrenchment here as a sort of backup sort of thing. I've got a rifle platoon in an entrenchment here, remembering that entrenchments, pillboxes can have a maximum of 3 squads in it, either infantry and or guns, all from the same side. So I've put a platoon in here. I've put a single heavy machine gun here, the Diska, in a pillbox with its primary arc. Let me do it this way. Its primary arc out this way, and out this way to cover off all this area, and it's up on level 1, 2, 3. So it's got a good line of sight to cover that area. I've got the other Diska here, again in a pillbox with the same orientation, this way, and this way. So they've got a range of 7 for their firepower, which, you know, brings them out around this sort of area, so they can help to cover off if I end up with any troops or anything like that there. I've got a Maxim machine gun out here again in a pillbox. It's got a range of 5, I think it is. Going blind, sorry. Yeah, a range of 5. So it's covering off on this arc straight out and straight out this way as well to help to cover this area. Back here, I've got a rifle platoon in entrenchment. I've got a rifle platoon in entrenchment, and here I've just got a pillbox. So if I want to at some stage, I can break down some of these units and diddly bop them over into here, or that gives me a retreat position back into there. The other thing is with having a pillbox here, an entrenchment here, and a pillbox here, and then again over here with an entrenchment, is that the only way that they can get into it is to advance assault move into it. So they've got to get up close and personal before, and I can try and hit them off. Down the back here, because I know that on turn 8, we're starting on turn 5, the other German forces will be coming in along set up C over here. So there's a good chance that they may decide to come in just in this little area up here of 3 hexes on this side of the river. So again, I've got some sighting markers here. And again, I've spread them all so that hopefully, in most cases, no more than 1 or 2 sighting markers or units can be hit by artillery fire. The other Maxim machine gun is here in a pillbox with its primary arc over this way. Again, it's got a range of 5, which reaches over to here. So if they decide to diddly bop down this way and try and cross the bridge, then this bloke and these guys can opportunity fire into there. This also covers off out to just the other side of the river there, or stream, I can't remember what it's called, to cover off there. And again, we've got a sighting marker there and so forth. I had planned on putting a sighting marker here. And remember, these are all random. I mixed them up. I've got no idea what's where or anything else. So I had thought about putting a sighting marker in these trees here or these buildings here. My only trouble is my tanks, Russian tanks that come on in turn 10, have to enter off the eastern edge here, which means they're either coming up this way or they've got to come down and across the bridge and this way. And I've blocked that off, so they can't get through there at the moment unless that unit is reduced. Because it's an entrenchment and tanks can't go in there or anything else. So my Russian armour is going to have to come up this way. And the only way to bring them over towards the other side of the map is really along this road. And if I had have put a sighting marker here somewhere and it had turned out to being a minefield or something in the wrong spot, then that could have been counterproductive for me. I really don't particularly want the tanks coming up through here unless I have to, because they've got to do bog checks and everything else. We can't enter any of these woods hexes because the white line of sight marking is covering the woods, so they can't actually move up this way whatsoever. If we can't go through that building up the top there either. So realistically, this is the only good line of advance up the roadway. So that's the reason I've done that. I have not broken down any of the Russian units at the moment. For the Germans, the second company has to come in here on the A setup area. And I've broken down one pioneer platoon to there. 1, 2, 3, sorry. So that they can sort of branch out a bit and start to clear some of this stuff. And again, I've done the same shit up here. Excuse me. He's got to go there. So I've broken down this one here to come through and start to clear this area as well. I need to move these. I've been a bit silly here, sorry. Like that. I can only break down 2 units because I only have 2 command tokens. So that's that. Righto, so let's get into it. Okay, so the Germans have 20 initiative, and this is what we have on the track, remembering. We started with 2 in the 1. In the asset box, we had 2 that are already used, so this is, like I said, a curtailed turn, and we rolled up when we ended up with 2 2s, another 1, a 4, a 6, and a 10. And the Germans have the fate card. So what I want to do is use up virtually everything and stop the Russians being able to do virtually anything. So what I'm going to do is the first one I'm going to take is the 10. And I'm actually going to use that for division support, and I'm going to grab 3 assets. So let's grab the cards here. We'll shuffle up the German deck. And we'll grab 1, and we get a heavy battery, which is damn fine. Our second one is a mortar battery, which is damn fine. And a counter battery fire, which is great. So we've now got 7 cards in our hand. We'll move the thing down to 10. We've done that. And now we've got our next decision to make. So we've got a 6, which for the Germans could be an advance. We've got a 4, which is a rally straight up. We've got some assets and all the rest of it. And I'm going to use some assets. I want to try and start clearing some of this stuff out of here. So I'm going to use a 1, and we're going to play an asset. Now, to play an asset for bombing or anything else, it's got to be seen, got to be in line of sight from one of these markers. So I'm going to put this marker out, and I'm going to actually put it on my MG34 here. So again, the Germans have got a 3 hex command radius, so these guys are all in command radius. So that's where we are, and we're going to put our sighting marker right here, like that, in the middle. Now, what are we going to use? I think what we will use, these guys are out in the open, so there's no hassles there or anything else. I think we will simply use the mortar battery to start with. So we're going to use the mortar battery. We can add 6 to the accuracy roll. I'm not giving up the fate card. So we're going to add 6 to the accuracy roll. I'm just going to put that there. I'm going to find the card. So it will be looking like this because north is that way. And we're going to roll our stuff. So we roll 1 die 20, which we've got here. Oh, we get a whole 3 plus 6 is 9, and 9 is 2 to the southeast. So we go 1, 2, and then we look at all the areas around, and this is the only one it's going to affect. So we've selected the hex for the intended barrage. We've made the accuracy roll. We could have done smoke, but I didn't want to. Locate the name of the firing asset. So we have, like we said, a mortar battery. So here's our mortar battery, and we are going for a 13. So it's a sighting marker. We need a 20 to hit it. Just looking straight there. It's not in woods or anything else. So we need 2 die 20s, looking for a 20 to see if we hit. We get a 14 and a 12, which is a hit. So rather than grabbing a damage counter, what we do is reveal the sighting marker. And it's hidden C, and hidden C has got nothing under it, so that is gone. So we've gotten rid of one sighting. And they were in a bag. Oops. So I'll just put it back in the bag. Done. Okay, so that can go away. That cost us 1. So this is what we have left over here. We've got 9 left to go. So I am going to use the 6. No, I'm not. Don't be a twit. I'm going to use a 2. Is that right? No, I'm not being a dickhead. I'm going to use a 1 again and use another asset, which brings us down to 8. And I'm going to put in another attack, use another asset. So this one is gone. Get that out of the way. And this time we're going to plunk it right here. I can't see there, sorry. We're going to chuck it right here. And we do have line of sight to there. So that's no hassle. Looking back there. From our command token to there. It's not costing us any extra because we're still in mission command. Okay. Now, what asset are we going to use? And this time, I think we will use the medium battery. So again, spotting round, 1 die 20. We get a 4. And a 4 plus 6, again, is a 10. And if we look on the chart, a 10 is straight 2 down. So that would be to here, which means we're going to look at this sighting marker, trying to hit this sighting marker here. Okay. So again, 2 die, 20s. We need a 20 to see it. And we get exactly 20, and we can reveal this marker. And it's wire. So we know that there's wire there, which is good. We can stay away from there because we don't want to get tangled up with that at all. And that is gone. Right. Next, we're going to use the 1 again for our asset. And we're down to 7. And we are going to put some more out. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. Where do we want to go this time? And I think this time we want to go, can we see here? Let me have a quick look. And the answer is yes, we can. Okay, so we're going there. 1 die 20. we get a 7. Oh, sorry, we're using the heavy battery. So 7 and 6 is 13. Having a look at the chart again, it's just 1 to the north. So how do you do that with 1 to the north? Either way, it doesn't matter. We'll go 1 to the north, and we're going to be looking at this guy here. Now we've got and I screwed that before because I had a medium battery last time, even though I got it. So a medium battery on a sighting marker would have only been an 18. Sorry, you can't see that. Now we're going for a heavy battery, and a heavy battery on a sighting marker is a 15 to see it. Okay. And we get an 18 and a 13, 31, and that's mines. So that's a good one to stay away from. Now, the mines, when revealed, can be placed in the hex it's revealed or any surrounding hex. So from a Russian point of view, do we want to put it on the road to stop them coming down the road? Well, roads don't really make a difference to the troops we've got there, because it's basically clear terrain. So I don't think troops getting anything. Yeah, it's just the 1. So it's got an asterisk, which means only if travelling along the road. Yeah, so not going to make any difference. So from our point of view, if we leave the road free from a German point of view, it's not really going to worry us. From a Russian point of view, it's not going to really matter either. But if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if we bring the mines back 1, then they're better in range from the Dushka here and the Dushka here, who can cover out and maybe force people into that area. Right, that's gone. What do we want to do next? Let's have a look at what we've got. I want to leave the 6 for, in fact, I could probably use all these. I've got 7 left. No, I can't use them all. I'm going to use a 2, which is a fire or an asset. So let's have a look. We go down, we've got 5 left. Now we have air support marker, so we could use a Stuka for an asset. If already on the German side, conduct 2 consecutive aircraft barrages. Now, 2 consecutive aircraft barrages. Let me just pause it for a tick. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure I had it right. So, our first aircraft barrage is I'm going to put it right on this entrenchment here. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. I'm going to put it right on that fella there. I'm trying to, again, clear this out. So, again, 1 die 20. we get a 16 with nothing to add to it. And if we look at a 16, that's just one to the south. So either one, doesn't really matter. And then it's the closest unit, so it's this unit here. Okay, so again, 2 die 20s. Now, this is a Stuka against a sighting marker. Stuka against a sighting marker is, we only need an 11. And we get a whole 6 and nothing happens. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go there for our second. And we get a 16, which is exactly the same again, I believe. Yep. So again, we're going after this unit. It's the closest. And we need an 11. And we get a 20 total. So we can see this guy. And that's a false sighting. So that one can go away as well. Righto, so we're clearing out a few, which is good. Okay. There are 3 cubes left, and we still have 5. So I'm going to take the 2, and I'm going to do another asset. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop our spotting marker onto this guy here. We're going to use our Stuka, like I said. We roll up our die 20. We get an 8 with nothing to add to it. And an 8 is to the northeast by 2. We go 1, 2. Okay, so it'll be this sighting marker here that we're looking at. Again, we need an 11, and we get a 6 and a 12, 18, and we can have a look at this guy. More mines. Handy to know. And our last one. We're going to chuck here. We roll up and we get a 13. And the 13 is simply one to the north. So either one, go there or there. So we'll go there. So again, we need an 11. And we get 35, and we get to have a look at this one, and that's more mines. Okay, so we've done pretty damn well with clearing that stuff out. Okay, we have we have 3 left, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use I'm going to use the 4, and I'm going to use it for a move. Okay, so we go down to, no, that's not right. That's not what I want to do. We're going to use the 6. So we go down to 3, I believe it is. And from a 6, we're still going to just do a move action. And I'm going to do a move action. I'm going to activate all these guys here. So let me do that. Now, nobody can reach them really, but we'll do it the right way. We activate, we activate, get back there, and we activate the machine gun. And then we start moving. Remembering that the max range we have is a 7 from all the way back here, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these guys only have movements of 5s and 6s. So as long as we stay out of that area, nobody can op fire or anything else unless they want to. So let's start over this way. And I'm going to start with this guy here. And he's going to go 1 to there. And nobody's doing anything. We go 2. Nobody's doing anything. Fields. Field 1.5. We go 2. We go 3.5. And then it's 2 into woods. And we go 5.5 to there. And this sighting marker is now adjacent. So this is turned over. It's a minefield. Done. This guy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's not in range of anybody. He is finished with his activation. Okay. Second pioneer is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, nobody can do anything. And the last fella is going to do the same, and he goes back into there. So all 3 squads are back in the trees. They're out of range from anybody, other than artillery or anything like that. Righto, next to move up is going to be this pioneer here. And he is going to go 1, nobody can do anything. 2, nobody can do anything. 3, nobody can do anything. 4 to there. This guy still only has a range of 2, and we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nobody can see us, do anything. We're adjacent. This is turned over. It's sighting D. There is nothing under sighting D, so that is a false sighting as well. So we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4. We can go 5 to here. And we could come in on this guy and he could opportunity fire. I think we will take that chance. So we go to here for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no. Into there, that's it. Not in range of anybody. And he is done. The other pioneer moves forward. 4, 5, and he will stop there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's still out of range. And then the machine gun will come forward carrying the token. He's got a movement of 5 and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. And again, he's out of range of anybody. And we've advanced up to the 2021 line. Like that. And it is now the Ruskies go. And all they've got is the 4 cube, which is a rally, fire, move, or asset. Now, asset-wise, they've got a light battery and they've got light mortars and they've got a political commissar. So I think what they want to do is probably just use an asset. So they're going to take off the 4, which goes back to 1 on the German side. Using an asset, they're going to use their light mortars. And that is conduct an artillery barrage, place the spotting round 2 to 10 hexes away from and in line of sight of a fresh Soviet infantry unit not in melee, and add 12 to the accuracy roll. So we're going to use our little fella here, and we're going to put our spotting roll right on the machine gun here. So we can hopefully knock them out. Okay, so we're adding 12 to the accuracy roll. We get a 10 and 12 is 22, so it lands right there. So it's going to hit them and it's going to hit them. So we will do the unit under it. We'll do the pioneers first. So we have light mortars, which are here. Light mortars. And we have a 12 unit. So we have a 12 unit is 27. So 27 to hit, we have no cover. There's no trees. I think that's it. So 27. And we get 16 and 9 is 25, so nothing happens there. Now it's locate the name of the firing asset, something marker, cover target, subtract 2. Roll 2, repeat step 3 to 5. So we roll for the MG34s now. And it's a 12 unit as well, so we need to gain 27, and we get 14 and 4 is 18, and we get a no hit. And the sighting marker comes off, the card goes away, and we have nothing left on the track. So that's all done, and we have 1. So let's go through our end of turn sequence. So here we go. First one is draw event, only if using the optional rules. And we are. So here's our events. And it is, you can't see that, snapshot. So let's have a look in the book and see what snapshot means. Events. The player with initiative, that's the Germans, may spend 1 initiative, regardless of command status, to activate 1 unit for an immediate fire order. The opponent may conduct return fire if appropriate. Well, we're going to do that. We are the Germans, and V holds the card, so we go down to 0, which means we'll be first up next time. Now, we have a range of 6 from the MG34, like that, coming down to the rifle unit here at a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are shooting... we're in range, so that's die 10s, and we're shooting with 14, hindrance of 1, So 14 plus 12 is 26. Where's our attack total? 26. Okay. Now the rifle unit here is an 11, plus he gets 3 cover for the entrenchment. It's 6 for flanking or barrage, effectively. But there is no flanking on this, so it's for barrage only. So he's at 14. He needs a 12 to come back. We had a 2. So yeah, it made it, a 2 and a 10. Yep, it made it. He needs a 12. He rolls a 10 and is hit. So we grab our hit markers. First blood, hopefully. And we are not a tank, so we're not immobilized. This is, if we drew this when we were doing the bog check, then the tank would be immobilized in the cemetery. So we turn it over and they are pinned. They can't move, but they can fire. So they are pinned. They can't return fire because they only have a range of 2. And nobody else is in range to return fire. So we can roll that back over. Down we go. Bob's your auntie with a beard. And we go to the next part, which is advance the turn marker 1 space. Up to turn 6. This goes away. And these are our new fellas. Our tanks. Well, our Stugs, who will be coming on in area A or B. We have to make up our mind. So area A is here, area B is up there. I'd say it's a pretty good thing that we probably come in this way. I'll set them up after I've done everything. So that's not done yet. It's no sudden deaths. Remove all 2 smokes and reduce 5s. No. Play with active sniper. Conduct sniper activity. The Russians have sniper activity. We only have 1 on here, so he needs to roll a 1. And rolls a 1. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so we need to make the choice now to either remove that mission marker or to reduce our command radius. And we're going to reduce our command radius down to 2, which is a bit of a pain, but we've done that. So that was a bloody good one by the Russians. Next, move markers in pending to available. There are none. Move tactical to pending. No. Flip mission over. So this is now on tactical. And the Russians haven't used any yet. Set up any scheduled reinforcement and reseed. Okay, so let's set up our reinforcements now. So we've got another command token that's available for the Germans. So they've still got 2 more. And these are our Stugs. We've got 2 platoons and 1 single. I'm going to put 1 here and 1 here, and I'm going to put the single in the middle like that. So they're all facing in this direction, ready to diddly bop down. Remembering that the Russians' only anti-tank weapons at the moment are the Dushka machine guns, which only have an attack value of 2, like this, and a range of 3. And if they're activated, no difference. So, yeah, not really good until they get their T-34s and their KV-1. So we've done that. and reseed the order matrix. We'll do that right now as well. Well, in fact, I'll do it here so you can see the rolls, because that's a lot more better. And we get 2 6s. Well, that's a good start. And then a 3 and a 5. Uh, 10 and a 4. We've got a fair spread. 8 and a 2. So good spread. And last 2. 3 and an 8. Okay. So this is what the matrix looks like now. So we've got a 2, 2 3s, a 4, a 5, 2 6s, 2 8s, and a 10 ready to go. And the initiative is on 0, so the Germans will be up first. Both sides are now down to a command radius of 2. And we have 1 pinned unit here for the Ruskies. So I hope you've enjoyed. I hope I haven't screwed up too much. I know that that's dragged on a bit, but I wanted to make sure I was getting it right. I'll put this up. You can tell me where I've screwed up, if I have too much, and we'll go from there. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.